Okay. So Caio, please start introducing yourself.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Kyle. I have 33 years old. I'm from Roraima, the north of Brazil. I work as a software developer, and I am here to improve my English. It's my first week. I have to practice to be more fluent in speaking English. I'm a father. I have two children. One has 7, and the other one has 9, and I think it's that.
Okay, awesome. And you, Fernanda?
My name is Fernando. I live in São Paulo. I'm 24. And I like to learn new languages, have a time with my family, watch TV. That's it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. And you, Bruna?
First of all, I'm really happy because I'm here today. It worked.
Yeah.
I love the subject you've been choosing, so I'm really happy because I could be here this morning. I work here as a teacher, not the community manager. I like dancing. I like learning language too. And what else? I like watching series, sleeping, and yeah, that's it about me.
Good point. So I am Lara. I am a hostess here on TNT, but I work as a Python developer and data engineer. I am from São Paulo. I have 2 cats, Jorge and Rogerinho. I like to dance too. I like to write. So I like to read. I think that's it. Yeah, I like a lot of things, but I think that's it. So let's start with the first question. Fernanda, do you have an inner voice?
Yes, I think I have an inner voice. When I have to take some decisions, normally it comes this inner voice in my mind. So yes, I have.
Okay, and what about you, Kyle?
For sure, I have my inner voice. I talk with them a lot, and yeah, I have one.
And you, Bruna?
Yes, I do. It's interesting because like while I was watching the video, I started thinking like that sometimes our inner voices come from someone else, like from other voices. But I do have mine. And you?
Yeah, I have too. I saw recently that some people has like they don't heard their voices, but they see pictures. And I was thinking, I think that I see more pictures, like more images than actually hearing something. But this is really cool. And what in you do you have? Like, your inner voice is a voice, or is like an image or something like this?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a tough question. I think it depends on the moment, because like I feel that it's a voice when I need to decide something, or like when I need to do something, that I'm like, okay, Bruna, do this, and that, like focus or like something like this, like when I try to tell myself something. But so I think it's a mixture of voices and images sometimes, like depending on the moment.
Yeah. And what about you, Fernanda? Your internal monologue is more a voice or pictures
I think it's
or something
more,
else?
I think it's more a voice, but sometimes it came some images, but normally a voice.
Yeah. For me, I think I have more images. Sometimes when I need to talk with myself, have a conversation like, Lara, you need to do this. It's a voice, it's my voice, but it's more pictures. And what about you, Kaya?
For me, it's entirely a voice. I have no pictures when I am talking to myself. It's only my voice.
Okay. So it's your inner voice, good or bad? How does your self-talk usually sound, Bruna?
I'm sorry. it depends. It depends on the situation. It's funny because like everything here depends, right? Like sometimes it's one and the other, but I think when I am how can I say this? I would say in general it's good, but there are some days we are not feeling okay, and then the inner voice it just like reinforce the bad feelings, or like this feeling when I'm not when my self-esteem is low. I think my inner voice goes with the feelings, but at the same time it's like trying to find the balance, like I am feeling bad, and then my inner voice tries to say something nice, but then say something bad at the same time, so it's
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my gosh, yeah. But I try to be like positive and say good stuff, yeah, in general.
I think that it's okay. It's not good or bad. I think that it's okay. My inner voice doesn't show in moments that I am feeling like good. I think that like my thoughts, it's empty, and everything is good. But I think when things are bad, I am more like I criticize myself, but not like saying bad things, mean things. But I just criticize like you could do best, or something like this. It's like demanding a lot from me. And what about you, Kaya?
I agree with Bruno. It depends. It depends on the day. You know, if you are having a good day, my inner voice will be a good voice. But if I'm having a bad day, they will turn off and be a bad voice too. But it depends.
But your self-talk is more like when you have a bad day, it's more like, okay, everything is gonna be okay, or is something like you say not mean things, but you say like not so good things for yourself.
I start thinking mean things, but I try to change and start to look in the other direction to see that we have a solution. We are a problem. We have a problem, but we have a solution. I always try to think in that way.
Yeah, it's a good way because I think that we start like the first reaction is saying something mean, but then we notice that this is not like solving the situation. It's just making things worse. And what about you, Fernanda?
It's the same for me. It depends on the situation, but normally it's bad for me, like judging or criticizing. That's it.
Okay. So at which moment does your inner voice start shattering? For me, it's I think that when I am alone, I think like shattering in because we will always have an inner voice, but there has moments that it talks a lot. I think that when I am alone and I am not feeling good, because there has moments that I am alone and feeling good, but when I am not feeling good and I start like looking for problems or something like this, and I think that it starts shattering. What about you, Bruno?
Tough one. I feel that when I am like when I have a lot of things to do and I can't focus too much, and then my inner voice starts like saying something like, okay, let's reorganize stuff, or like let's start over, like take a deep breath or stop for a while. So usually when I have a lot of things to do, or when there are a lot of thoughts in my mind and I need to focus again, like stop a little and think, and I feel this is the moment where when it starts. So when I have a lot of things to do, or when I am overwhelmed. That's it.
Yeah. And you, Fernanda?
For me, it's the same. When I have a lot of things to do, normally the voice comes to my mind. And when I'm sleepy, it comes also saying, oh, you need to sleep, stop a little of doing a lot of things. normally in these moments.
Yeah, I agree. I saw recently, I think there is a meme on internet that for someone saying that, you know, in the afternoon, in the evening, the voice in your head start saying something, and then you just, okay, say what you want to say. I will not believe in it. And what about you, Caio?
For me, it's a bit different because since when I wake up to when I go to sleep, my inner voice is talking to me. So it's all day. Even now, he is speaking when I am muted, and for me, this is my normal.
Okay, yeah, got it. So question number 4, are your thoughts always saying the truth? Why? Caio, can you answer this one?
Yeah, I think this is my voice is always saying true to me because I think my inner voice is some part of my inconscient. So I believe that they don't say lies for me because it's my voice is talking directly to me. So something more. You can say lies on this relationship.
Yeah, I think I don't agree with you because I think different. I think there as it's something of our inconscience. It's more than what we heard of people and when what we see, you know, than what it's actual true. I always try to do this exercise when some thoughts came to my mind. I think this is true. Like try to see other. If you are not this person, if you are other person, what do you think about the situation? I always try to think about this to see if like it really worth this effort. And what about you, Bruna?
Yeah, you brought a great point. I think for example, this week I'm feeling really bad because I'm not being able to go to the gym because I don't know, I'm just not feeling like going, you know. And then I started feeling so bad because like, oh, I'm terrible, I can't do this, you know, like my personal training gave up on me and I can't keep doing stuff. So this is my inner voice telling me I can't do stuff. But at the same time, I if I keep telling this to myself, it will become the truth, you know, like so I feel that we don't need to believe in everything, you know, like sometimes we get to a place and like someone looked in a weird way to us and then we feel nobody likes us and then we are terrible and then we can't talk to other people. So I feel that in sometimes it does, but most of the time it doesn't, you know, and we need to think from other perspectives, you know, like just like you were saying, it's important to like think in other ways, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you. Something that I learned on therapy, I think that is when you say something for other person, like this is my perspective about this problem, you start hurting yourself, also hurting others, and understand that it doesn't make a lot of sense, you know. I think when things are just on our minds, we transform this in a big deal, and this is a bad thing. So I think that we need to start, you know, telling this to people just to see that we are not crazy. And what about you, Fernanda?
I'm sorry, I forgot the question.
Question. It's our thoughts always saying the truth? Why?
Okay, different. No, I think it's not, because sometimes we think bad things about ourselves and it's not truth. Sometimes we are just not feeling well, but it doesn't mean that we are not good people, that we can do the things right.
Yeah. Something that I learned on therapy also is that start questioning their thoughts, you know, going deep in the thoughts to understand where this came from. And this is really good because it doesn't make sense. So question number 5, do you spend more time living in your present or talking with yourself? I think talking with myself for sure. You know, sometimes someone is talking to me and then I don't remember a word of what they say. And you, Fernanda?
I think I spend more time talking with myself, like thinking if I'm doing the things right, and not just doing what I need to do and live in the present. I think it's something that I wish I could change, but I'm in the way of this.
Good. And you, Bruno?
Have fun. I've never thought about it. Oh my gosh. Well, considering I do a lot of things at the same time, like I'm here, but I'm also working and I'm also like replying a message and I'm also like checking the things I have to do today. I think I spend more time like talking with myself and thinking of the things I have to do, you know, and it's bad. I don't like doing it. Okay, I think we need to be present in the moment, but most of the time I am overthinking and doing a lot of stuff at the same time. So yeah, that's it.
I think this makes us feel so overwhelmed too. Sometimes I am watching TV and then I am seeing TikTok and then I am, you know, working on my computer and it's, you know, I can do one thing, but it seems that I want to be overwhelmed.
Yes, I think we are used to doing a lot of things at the same time and not focusing on one. It's bad. Yeah.
Yeah. And you, Kyle?
I try to make a balance about it. I try to live more than talk to myself. But sometimes one of the side get more attention for me. You know, depend of the day. If I am with too much problems, I will think too much. So I will talk to me more. But if I have solutions, I will try to make solutions, and because of that, I will live more in the present.
Okay. What do you think we can do to stay more focused, living on the present?
I think to stop, like you say, sometimes I'm television and TikTok and so I think to the first thing you have to do is start to have multiple screens around you. And I think this is the first step that I have to take. The second one is try to get away from some place that are too noisy, and then you can start focus.
Yeah, good point. And you, Fernanda, what do you think we can do to stay focused?
I think maybe try to do one thing at a time, like not doing so much things at the same time, and try to plan our day, maybe something that can work.
Yeah, I agree. And you, Bruna, do you have something to add to add for this one?
Planning the day is a good one, but I think being conscious, you know, like just stop for a while and pay attention to what you're doing, you know, like I feel that I am here like talking to you and then I take my cell phone and then I start doing something like preparing a class or something like this. But okay, let me just focus and like pay attention to what I'm doing, like something like mindfulness, that you stop for a while and just, okay, I'm doing this right now, so I will focus on this. Like just like Fernanda was saying, I think planning is important too. So from 8 to 9, I will be here with Lara, and then after this, I can think of the other things I have to do. So I think being conscious of the things we are doing is a good step.
Yeah, I agree. I saw something recently. It's like, I don't know if it is the name in English, like serotonin jejum. And I don't know if jejum is like a word.
Fasting.
Yeah. So you do this like not doing anything, just like lay on your couch or something like this and don't do anything, but try to pay attention to something. Not sleepy, but try to pay attention to something. I saw that this could be good. I didn't try, but it could be good. So the question number 6, do you think the way we see ourselves can affect the way we see others? Why? Bruna, you want to answer this one?
Girl, today you brought tough questions. Oh my God. I feel that, yes. I think so. I think when we are gentle and kind to ourselves, we can do this to other people too. If you are too hard on you, you will be hard on the others too. I think that's how I can answer this one for now.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain, but I think this is real. Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Kai?
I think it's true because I think that we are a reflect of what we think. And so if you are in a bad day or you have a lack of confidence, the people around will see, and this will reflect on how they chat with you.
Okay. And what about you, Fernanda?
I think that the way we see ourselves can affect the way we see others, because sometimes we judge ourselves or for like bullshit, and sometimes we can judge others for some actions, even though that we don't realize that we are doing this. Sorry. And that's it, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that when there has a time that I was too picky with me, and then I was with the others too. Like, if I am doing this with myself, you could do this with you too. And why we are not you doing this? But now I am okay. I think I can see this difference. Like, I'm not too picky with myself anymore, and I see that I am not this person with people too. So yeah, I think that it can affect the way that we see others, and also the way that we treat others. So question number 7, do you think it's easier to be kind and gentle with others than with ourselves, and why? I think so, because I don't know how to answer this one, to be honest, because I think that it's easier because it's other persons, and I think that we have more empathy with others than with ourselves. Like, it's okay. I know how I will handle if I judge myself, but I don't know how the other person will handle if I judge them, And what do you think, Kaya?
I agree with you. I believe too. Why? I don't know. I don't know say why I am on this way, but I am the type of guy. I am more gentle to others than to myself. I don't know. I have to fix that, but it's for me. It's really, I am that. Yeah, that I am in that way.
Okay, that's awesome. And you, Fernanda?
I agree. I think it's easier with the others because we maybe think about what they are thinking, and if they will feel bad if we don't treat them well, and I think it's because of that, and we judge ourselves so much. So we normally try to not do that with others, to not do bad things with other people and make them feel sad.
Yeah, good point. And you, Bruna?
Yeah, I agree with the guys, and with you too. What you said. I think it's easier. I feel that it's easier because we are not used to looking at us, like to looking at the things we are doing, like it's easier to like talk to the others and like to look at what other people are doing. So I feel that when I take some time to look at myself and look at the things I'm doing, then I can think, oh, it's okay, you don't need to be so hard on yourself, and then I can rethink stuff. But yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I agree with all of you. So the question number 8, when it's useful to listen to our inner voice, Caio?
I think the best time to listen to my inner voice is when I am in trouble and I need solutions, because my voice starts to talk me something like, calm down, do have a solution, look in that way, try to do it, and for me it works.
Yeah, for me too. It's when it's the moment that is trying to calm us down. I think that is the best moment. There has a moment in my life that I always like to look to my inner voice and understand why I was thinking this. But I think that is not a good way to deal, because you start rationalizing everything. So you think a lot about what are you thinking. And I think that sometimes you just need, like, the thoughts came and then we just let them go, you know. So just, I think that life is easier this way. And what about you, Bruno?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. Yeah, just like Caio said, I think when we are facing something or a moment we don't know how to do, it's important to listen to ourselves. And or when a lot of people are trying to tell us what to do, you know, like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you know, like, I think this is not the best idea. So no, what do I think about that? You know, what is my opinion? Like, it's like following our heart, you know, like, so I think this is a good moment too, when we are being judged, or when other people are trying to tell us what to do. I think this is an important moment too, and I think this is useful.
Yeah, good catch. I agree with you. It's important to look to yourselves and understand better. And what about you, Fernanda?
I agree with the guys. I think that useful when we are having some problems with our lives and we need to take a difficult decision. We need to, like, listen to our hearts and feel what we need to do.
Yeah, good point. So the question number 9, the way we treat ourselves is an internalization of the way others once treated us. Do you agree with this quote, and why? I agree, because I think that we learn how to judge too. We learn everything. So we learn how to judge. We learn how to, be good with people. So it's the way that someone once treated us. And I think that when I started living alone, I started learning, like, by myself what was important to me, how to deal with things, and how to, like, if I want to judge people, because things that I learned it. And so I think I agree. I think that is the way that people once treat us. What do you think, Bruna?
What to do? Why should I do therapy sessions if I can join TNT and answer these tough questions? You know, no, it's interesting because I read a book once by Bell Hooks, all about love, where she says that when for example, when we are children, if our parents, like, if they beat us and they tell us they love us, we will think this is the way we need to be loved, you know. So you will accept if your partner mistreats you, or if they hurt you somehow, you will think you will, like, this is love, you know. So I think this talks a lot about that, you know. So I feel that the way we are treated, mainly when we are children, or by the ones we love, you know, we learn how to be loved and how to be treated. And I feel this affects the way we accept to be treated, you know. So I totally agree with this. And yeah, That's it.
Yeah, that's an awesome point. I love this book for adults. It's really good.
Yes.
And what about you, Fernanda?
I think I agree with this quote because sometimes the experiences that we have with others, the way we are treated, influence the way we act with other people. So maybe if we have a bad childhood or something like that, we can not be good adults. So I agree with this.
Yeah, good point. And what about you, Caio?
I don't agree entirely, but I know that if you grow up in an environment when you have full of love from that environment, you will be more a lovely guy, and the opposite of it will to do the same. But the way we think about ourselves could be more something mild than besides the environment that I have.
Yeah, good point. I also think I was recently I saw someone on Instagram saying this, that if you some therapists saying this, if you, for example, if your family, like it doesn't need to be a bad environment, like you are mistreated or something like this, but if your family always say like, oh, you are really good, you can do this and etc., you start to being demand a lot of yourself. So the kid starts like looking for approval all the time. So sometimes it's also it's funny because everything it will affect us some way, and it's hard, you know.
I
Okay,
agree.
yeah. Okay, so the question number 10, if you could choose one thing to unlearn about yourself, what it would be and why? Caio, you want to
This
answer?
is a trick question. I don't have any idea how to answer that. I try to think something before this question, but I have no idea what I have to unlearn. Maybe some, I don't know. I have no idea. It's a good question. I will start my weekend think about that to see if I can get an answer in the
Yeah.
end of the week.
That's good. It's good. It's good to reflect about this. I think that for me, I would unlearn that I can handle everything. You know, I have problems asking for help, so I
Good
would
point.
unlearn something like this.
Very good point. I was a guy in the same way. I think that I have to handle everything, but now I'm not that type of guy.
Yeah, I am learning not to be this person anymore, and it's good. It's really good. I used to think that asking for help like it was not to be a good thing because people would not like it, but it seems that people like to help, you know. So, and what about you, Bruna?
That I think I would unlearn that I don't need to please everybody. I think this is a big challenge to me too. So it's a bit connected to what you said, like I need to please everybody, so I need to do everything and to handle everything in order to make other people feel comfortable. And yeah, I feel this. And then like things need to be good and well all the time, you know. So that's it.
Yeah, I think that is something that I wouldn't learn about me too. And what about you, Fernanda?
I in my case, I think I would try to unlearn that I don't need to study a lot of different stuff at the same week, because I normally do that and it's not good.
Yeah, wanting learn everything, you know, it's hard. Yeah, it seems that if you don't like spend a lot of time learning, we will lost a lot of things. And Okay, so question number 11, we already answered. Someone have more pictures, images on your thoughts, and some people have more voices. So let's skip to the number 12. How to have a positive inner monologue. Fernanda, you want to answer this one?
Oh, this is difficult. But maybe we can try to not judge so much, and try to think if the thought makes sense. It's something really important. It's because sometimes we think bad things, but it doesn't make sense on our reality, or it's not true. Because of that, we need to really analyze if the thought is true.
Yeah, I agree with you. I also think that self-compassion is really important. Like, you know that you made a mistake, and it's okay. We will make mistakes, but we need to like treat ourselves better in those moments and understand that we will not do this again, but we can be okay with the mistake that we did. And what about you, Bruna?
Yeah, Faye said something nice about I think identifying why we are thinking that stuff, you know, like, why am I telling myself this? Is it true? Is it like just something I'm thinking because I am I feel that identifying the feelings would be helpful, you know, like, why am I feeling this way? Am I sad? Am I unconfident or something like this? This would help to yeah, like, have this more positive talk, you know, identify the feelings and think if this is true or not. Yeah, that's how I think.
Yeah, good point. Also understand what is the trigger for this feeling. It could be helpful. And what about you, Kaya?
I don't know, because it's very strange to me, this type of question, because the same time that my voice is the voice that starts saying bad things to me, he's the voice that starts saying the
Yes.
solutions for me. So it's something that I don't talk to myself. It's something like, yeah, you have a problem, and fuck, yeah, so yeah, there is a solution, and then it's just listening, you know. So pick the solution, do what you have to do,
It
and
seems that
you
they are
just
discussing with each other, right? So one voice say a bad thing and then other, no, don't
the
worry.
same voice, they say, yeah, there is your bad things and there is a good thing. Choose one, yeah, go on. And this is what happened in my head. I don't even talk to myself. I just listen at that strange guy saying to me, yeah, go that way, or yeah, there is a big problem here.
That's an awesome way to look, because I saw that you need to look at your inner voice that is not you. You know, it's a different person. It's not you that are saying this. It's a strange guy, as you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
It's like the angel and the devil.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But in the
when
same
we're
voice,
watching movie.
in the same voice, the angel and the devil, the same voice.
Yes, really crazy.
Yeah. So that's it for our conversation today. I really enjoy it. I like to talk about this topic, and I love bringing this here because I think that I can learn a lot with you too. It is really good to see other people's opinion about those topics. So I will share with you this survey. So please, it will be anonymous. It will be really good that you answer and, you know, do some feedback, suggestion for another topic if you want to. Feel free to do that. Okay. So thank you, everyone. Good day and good week for all of you.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys. See you.
Bye, guys. Great day.
Thank you, Lara. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.